Welcome to Pitchside. Today's topic, business, or how to politely ask for money in exchange for your work and still somehow end up being paid in exposure and sausage rolls. Sports photography looks glamorous. Flashing cameras, dramatic moments, iconic shots. In reality, it's mostly emails that start with, "We don't have a budget, but..." Today we're tackling the business side of sports photography, or as it's officially known, how to convince people that you deserve actual money, not just a polite thank you and a lukewarm sausage roll. Every beginner hears the same phrase, "We can't pay you, but it'll be great for exposure." And this sounds appealing until you realize that they can't pay rent with exposure. Landlords tend to prefer actual money, and the only thing exposure actually pays is your risk of hypothermia pitchside. Fun fact, clients who promise exposure will also expose you to debt, disappointment, and the crushing realization that your photos are decorating someone else's Instagram for free. So how much should you charge? Very simple. Too high, the client disappears. Too low, you disappear into poverty. Most beginners undercharge because they think, "I'm new, I'm not worth it." Meanwhile, their gear costs more than a second-hand hatchback. The truth, pricing isn't about fairness, it's about confidence. Say the number out loud and then immediately pretend you didn't just make it up. If you don't use contracts, you will learn why you should. Usually after someone forgets to pay you. A contract doesn't need to be fancy. It just needs to say what you are shooting, when you are delivering, how much they are going to pay you. And the crucial line is, yes, you still have to pay even if your team loses. Without a contract, you're not a business. You're just a volunteer with expensive equipment. Insurance is boring until a player collides with you and your lens goes flying into orbit. Good insurance covers your gear, your liability, and your dignity. Bad insurance covers none of those, but still costs a fortune. You don't think you need insurance until you really, really need insurance. And then it's too late. There are only three ways to get work. Networking, networking, and networking while pretending it's not networking. Hand out business cards, email clubs, slide into DMs but professionally. The more people know you exist, the more likely someone will eventually throw money at you out of guilt or pity. Pro tip, always look busy on the sideline. Nobody hires the person who looks relaxed. Some people upload their photos to stock sites, hoping to earn passive income. And here's how that works. You upload 1,000 photos. One gets downloaded. You earn 37 cents. Congratulations, you just bought half a coffee if you're lucky. Stock photography isn't a career, it's a slow way of admitting that you had too many spare hard drives. Posting your work online helps you get noticed. It also helps other people steal your work. Watermarks, easily cropped out. Copyright notices, ignored. The only thing that truly protects your photos is making them bad enough that nobody really wants them. Social media is useful for building a brand. Just don't confuse likes with income. You can't eat likes unless you're an influencer, in which case, why are you even here? Clients don't just pay for the photos, they pay for the illusion that you're actually competent. And that means replying to emails quickly, even if you're replying from a damp field. Delivering photos on time, even if you haven't slept. Using words like workflow and deliverables, even if you don't know what they mean. Professionalism is basically lying convincingly. In conclusion, the business side of sports photography is not fun. It's awkward, confusing, and occasionally soul-crushing. But if you master it, you might just get paid. Not fairly, not consistently, but just enough to buy more memory cards, another lens that you really don't need, and possibly a sandwich that isn't from a petrol station. In the end, the goal isn't to get rich, it's to get paid enough to keep going. One more match, one more invoice, one more client asking if you'll do it for cheaper for the exposure. Next time on Pitchside, the myths of sports photography, including the biggest myth of all of them, that anyone actually knows what they're doing.